How you doing? My name's John Sikoris, and this is Sharif Sikoris, and we're the owners of Titan Medical Center.
You have no idea what's coming.
Okay, welcome to Talking Shit. Just talking smack, because over here we're talking it all up. Oh, I get the wrong clipboard. Okay. How you guys doing, man? I'm freezing my butt ass off over here because in New York, man, that cold weather's kicking in already. Can't take it, man. You know, I tell you, I could deal with a little bit of cold. I don't know how you guys do it that live like far, you know, where it snows like, you know, like 100 feet and shit. But, I don't know how you do it. Dude, I can't take snow. But what's worse than that is they getting dark at 4:30 in the afternoon. That's a motherfucker. That's worse than anything. You know, my son, when he was in the military, he was, you know, where he was out of, he was Army intelligence, and he was up in Wainwright, Fort Wainwright, which is in Fairbanks, Alaska. And boy, when it would get dark out there early, he would tell me they get that midnight sun shit up there where it's like 6 months of darkness and all this other shit. And he would, you know, he'd be up in part of Alaska, he'd be going around doing shit, you know. And it was brutal. Imagine that, though, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's jet blackout, or sometimes at 2 in the morning, it's fucking light out, like, you know, full sun and shit. That's even crazy. That'll kill anybody. But anyway, so yeah, my son's a big time Army vet, wartime vet. So kudos to him. He's got the balls on me. All right. You know, I just want to say, listen to me. I see, you know, Generation Iron had released my my video about Franco Columbo, and I know some people are like freaking out. There's a few of you fucking guys that are like, oh my god, you know, he's talking about a legend. Doesn't matter who he's a legend. That doesn't mean because he's a legend, he's not a, you know, he wasn't a fucking, not a nice guy or wasn't a piece of shit. He was not a nice guy and he was a piece of shit. Sorry. You know what I mean? I don't hate the guy. I just don't like him. You know, I don't hate anybody, to be honest with you. But, you know, him and Lou Ferrigno are legendary for, you know, and I'm Italian, and I grew up liking Franco because he's short, and he's shorter than me, but, you know, I'm a small guy, you know, I'm, 5'6", he's maybe 5'3", 5'4", I don't know, and Ferrigno was an Italian boy from New York, you know what I mean, so, you know, I was a guinea from New York, even though he was from Brooklyn, I'm from the Bronx, maybe that's why he's fucked up, and I knew his father, Matt, really well, I know his brother, Andy, you know, they're the ones who got me, Andy's the one who got me to go do all that shit when I was with Muscular Development, and, you know, go off on Lou, because Andy contacted me and said to me, look, you gotta fucking set this fucking straight, because he's being a motherfucker. But the thing is this, you know, so few of you guys are freaking out on Generation Iron. Hey, bro, if you don't want to fucking know, you said it in Generation Iron. A lot of times you get to meet these idols, whether it's a rock star, movie star, whatever. You get to meet them, a pro bodybuilder. You get to meet them, and they're not what you think they are. Their head's so far up their own ass, especially bodybuilding, bro. It's a Momo sport. Not for nothing. Come on, guys, let's be honest. Okay, you're pro bodybuilder. You know, the ego's walking around all jacked. You think you're tough because you're jacked. You know what I mean? You got the, you got that shit in your head. You know, like. But the rest of the world, they don't give a shit. When you go in a store somewhere, somebody says to you, "Are you a football player? Are you a wrestler?" You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know, I mean, come on, you know, it's bodybuilding to walk around with that ego like that, you know, and it's huge in this sport. Egos are huge. A lot of the pros, I don't know about today, guys. I don't know about today. But a lot of the guys, you know, because the new guys, I don't know most of these new guys. I don't go to the shows much at all. And I don't do, you know, I don't care. You know what I mean? Sorry. But, you know, which actually brings me to my next fucking point here. You know, watching the guys on RX Muscle, the old, you know, the guys that are freaking out because the old-time bodybuilders like Lee Priest and Yates are saying shit about the guys today. Come on. Pull your big boy pants up. You know, grow a little bit of thick skin there. You're going to freak out and get all upset because of that? It's common. I hear people say, well, Babe Ruth wasn't the greatest baseball player because there were no black guys or Hispanic guys, you know, pitching and all that. That's nothing to do with anything. You can't take a guy out of his era. Okay? You can't take a guy. I happen to like the 70s bodybuilding. I was there. These new guys that are bitching, okay, on RX and all that stuff, these guys, they don't know what it's like. They were little boys when I was already doing this shit. They don't know, okay? I was in fucking Gold's Gym when Gold's Gym was Gold's Gym. Not this shit that stand out. What stand out today is Disneyland, okay? Any of you old school guys, and you were back in there that day, you know what I'm talking about. That's Disney World. That ain't fucking bodybuilding. That ain't what it is. That isn't what it was back when I was there, okay? Okay? You gabish? It's not the same, man. When I was there, it was the greatest place on earth for a bodybuilder to be. Fuck that fucking Oxygen Gym shit. They couldn't hold fucking the old Gold's Gym or the old World's Gym. They couldn't hold their jockstrap. But it's normal for people to say that. And you know what I hate? They think that only a bodybuilder, if you're not a pro bodybuilder, an ex-IFBB guy, you shouldn't have the right to talk. Who the fuck are you, kidding me? The fans know more about bodybuilding than most pro bodybuilders because they get the head up their ass. Okay? Give me a fucking break. Anybody who follows bodybuilding has a right to their opinion. You got bish, okay? You don't have to worry if it's not Dorian Yates, it could be Joe Matarazzo on the street, who's a big fan of the sport. If he says, I like bodybuilding better than the 90s, or the 90s bodybuilders are better than the guys today, that's his opinion. What are you going to get? You're going to get butthurt and freak out over it? Call a Palumbo, maybe want to strangle him? Come on, guys. Come on, take in your skin. Take in your skin. Dorian Yates had the right to say what he said. Lee Priest has the right to say what he says. He has a right to his opinion, okay? And I have a right to my opinion. They didn't bring my name up, thank God. You know what I mean? But I know what they're probably thinking. It's not an IFBB pro. Who the fuck is he to say anything? Bro, let me tell you something. I could have gone as far as I wanted when I chose to fucking start. I was a gym owner and I chose to fucking promote shows. But who gives a shit? I don't want to be no fucking IBB pro. For what? You know what I mean? But to freak out and get all fucking butt bent and shit like that, you can't, man. You can't. You know, Dorian Yates had the right to say what he says. And like I said, you can't. There's no denying the guys' butts are big. Guts are bigger today. Their asses are bigger. They're fucking. There's way more drugs. You know, they're doing way more shit. And the physiques are getting distorted. It's more body modification today. You know what I mean? But you can't take a guy out of his era. Okay, so Brandon Curry. You know, guys who are bitching about that. Brandon Curry was the guy. Okay, this year. You know what I mean? Who knows what's going to be next year, and 10 years from now, who knows what's going to be. Do you really give a fuck, guys? I mean, we all have our favorites, you know? It's like, I still see some old guys, and they're still talking about it. Dave Draper had great line. Okay, Dave Draper, fuck, that's the 60s, What I'm saying is, and I know Dave Draper, but what I'm saying, that's how fucking old I am. What I'm trying to tell you is that this is bodybuilding, guys. First of all, who wins a bodybuilding show is a matter of opinion. I've said it a million times. I'm going to say it again. Because this is Talking Smack. This is where we ran. Okay? I'm going to say it again. It's a matter of opinion. It's like artwork. You got a Michelangelo and you got a Pablo Picasso. Who's to say? Some people say Michelangelo's the greatest artist ever. Okay, other people say, no, Pablo Picasso was the greatest. It depends on what you view as art and what you see. Okay? This is bodybuilding, which means building your body to the ultimate development, and yes, I know the whole symmetry thing. So that's what I'm trying to say. You can't, it's a matter of opinion. It's a matter of a judge's opinion. Okay? So the guy you think is going to win doesn't always win. He doesn't always win. Maybe to you, Kai Green should have won. Maybe to other people, Phil Heath should have won. I know you have a criteria you go to, but every bodybuilder up there fits that criteria. You know what I mean? And his dry hard, to me, doesn't look as healthy as the older bodybuilders. I don't like all that dry hard shit. I mean, I like a guy to be ripped and everything, but to have that fucking, to look sucked face and where they're going to fucking faint and shit like that. Their gut is sticking out like this and their striated fucking stomach and there's a little fat on their ass or something, or whatever. I don't know. Just listen to me. Let it go, okay? If you older bodybuilders are watching this and, you're getting your fucking girdle and an uproar, give it a break, bro. And I don't like when pro bodybuilders think they're holier than thou. Like they have the right to say who, I don't like when these nobodies, you never competed. First of all, I competed, but I'm saying, when, somebody out there, just a Joe Mataraz's fan happens to say bodybuilding, the bodybuilders are better from the 90s than they are today. He has the right to say that. If that's what he thinks. That's what he thinks. What are you, a fucking Democrat? Are you left-wing nut that you're going to fucking now tell people how they got to think or whose opinion you think is worth anything? Because somebody's not a pro bodybuilder, they don't have the right to fucking, their opinion? That don't mean nothing. Give me a break. Give me a break. There's a lot of guys who never made it as a pro, including Dave Palumbo. Yet he was fucking, look at him. You know what I mean? His physique, he built himself up and shit like that. I mean, but just because he's not a pro doesn't mean that his word don't count or something like that, because he wasn't an IFBB pro. Give me a break. You guys are too fucking much, man. Anyway, I figured I just had to say that because I'm watching the shit. I'm going like, dude, look at these guys. They're getting all fucking, like, you can almost see it, like, I'm not going to say the names, but, they're heated in the face. You can see it a little bit, especially when the show first started. Lee Priest will make a joke and they're sitting there, they can't even crack a smile. And Lee Priest is a funny motherfucker. I know because I fucking know Lee really well. And I got to tell you something. His daughter's a cutie, ain't she? Whew. And Lee's a funny guy because Lee, I made a little post on here about, I think his daughter's really cute. And, some guys agreed, some guys did, but who cares? It's, again, the girl, some guys like girls with big tits and big asses, and some guys like thin girls. Everybody's different. It's a matter of opinion, like bodybuilding. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Leonardo da Vinci versus a Michelangelo. Who's a better artist? It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Some guys like strippers with big tits and big asses. Not me, bro. I don't like them like that. But I like fit girls. But, when I used to talk to Lee would tell me shit about it. Like, oh, yeah, my daughter said this and this. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say this shit because it's personal between me and him. But, he would say stuff, and I would say, holy shit. And my daughter says the same shit to me, And my daughter kicked most of your asses, so I wouldn't say fucking anything. My daughter's an MMA fighter. My daughter's bad. Dude, let me tell you, my daughter can fucking hang and bang, bro. She's was a bare knuckle champion, Muay Thai and fucking jiu-jitsu, so like Gracie jiu-jitsu, and she's good. Let me tell you. So what I'm trying to tell you is, but we have the same type of relationship where you can talk about things, say things, and you could even say I did this for the guy last night. I know it's crazy. I'm not going to get into it. But Lee Priest is a great guy. If you ever hung out with him, if you ever were around Lee Priest, I'm going to tell you, me and him, when we're together, we exchange stories. All we do is ha 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 ha. We laugh our asses off, and then we, shit just fucking flies, But he's a good man. He's a good guy. I like Lee a lot. So, and what the funny thing is, I'm really good friends with Sean Ray, too. And Sean Ray and Lee Priest are fucking, they don't really like each other. Meanwhile, both of them two are probably two of my best friends in the sport of bodybuilding. But anyway, and of course, Victor Martinez, too. Anyway, all right, let's go. Next. Let's talk about something else. Okay, this is a question, I copied this off the, off of the comments, and you guys can go read them, alright? This is not an odd question, but I think I know where this guy's going, but let me read it to you first, and let's talk about this, because I think it could help people. I think I see where he's going. His name is Ernesto Rodriguez, and Ernesto, thank you for supporting me, man. It means a lot to me, okay? He says, hi, Gregg Valentino. Would you make a video about people being isolated, realizing how life really is, the meaning of life to you. Describe how being lonely makes you want to embrace life, realizing a lot of things, maybe a few of your good and bad experiences. Okay, so that's how he wrote it, guys. I read it word for word, so I know that you might be saying, wait, what is he asking? Okay, he's talking about, like, I mean, when he says being isolated, I don't know if he's talking about being in jail, okay? Because, you know, it does, when you're sitting in a room by yourself, you know, I remember, you know, I didn't have no cellmate in jail, except was in by myself, okay? And when you're sitting by yourself, and there's no clock, there's no TV, there's no stereo, there's nothing. There's the walls, your fucking bed, which to me was, you know, where I was only in a county jail. It was a bed, it was a bench press, like, fucking thing, you know what I mean? With a pad, it was all it was, you know what I mean? It wasn't no fucking bed. And, not no bed you and I would fucking do it. And, you know, I had, you know, my clothes, I didn't even have a pillow. I used to have to take all my shit and put it in the fucking, my shirt and make my own pillow. I made my own pillow out of a shirt. And, I was in there, and you would sit and we'd write. I would write a lot. Notes. I'd write letters. Some letters I never sent, you know what I mean? Because but just the writing, because you had to do something to get your mind sharp. So he's asking me about isolation and the meaning of life to you. Then he says, describe how being alone makes you want to embrace life, realizing a lot of things, maybe a few of your bad and good, sad experiences. Okay, I mean, sitting in a jail cell was not the greatest fucking thing, but you know, for me, it humbled me, and it made me say, holy fuck, it's time to change. Because I remember I would call I would call from the payphone in jail and shit. You call, and I would call my kids and stuff. And I remember my daughter, she was like 2-3 years old. She'd be like, Dad, did they have you tied to a chair? You know? And because she didn't know, she didn't understand. She knew I was like in jail and shit, but she didn't really get the whole grasp, the whole, like, I guess she saw in a cartoon like I was tied in a chair or something like that, you know? And I remember how that hit me, you know? And you know, and my son was very devastated by it because he was older. You know, he was 10 years old. And so, I mean, like, that's like a humbling thing, you know what I mean? When you can't see your kids and the rest of the world. There was a little, I was in my own cell by myself, okay? But there was a little window like this. It was thin, okay? And when you look out that window, you could see in the distance there's a highway. And I remember on Saturday nights, I would look out that window, and I'd see people driving. You know, on Friday nights, or weekends, you know, and I think, like, look at that car, you know what I mean? It's probably headed into Manhattan, you know what I mean? Somebody's going to go out to a club with their girl, or a nice dinner with their girl, or a movie with their girl. I'm in here with a bunch of fucking, some guys were murderers, from murderers to guys who just didn't pay the child support. It was like, the swing was huge, you know, because I was in a holding place, you know, and it was in with the county jail. And when you sit there and you're watching these fucking cars go by and shit, and you're thinking, look at that, they could do whatever they want. They're gonna go get something food. They're gonna go get, you know, and the restrictions of where I was and, you know, how my life was. And then I would think, like, my girlfriend who passed away, and she was in jail. I like, you know, a whole bunch of times. I think it was 11 total, but 9 really big time, you know what I mean? And it was bad. And, you know, she was a heroin addict in jail, and she used to tell me, you don't ever want to go to him, man. There's no God in jail. It's you know, it's godless, because there's nothing but demons in there. And I used to be like, yeah, you know, whatever about it. And I thought, you know, I could handle that shit. And when you get there, I was there. I was there. I was in that fucking, I was in that hell. I knew what she meant, okay? I remember when I there used to be this kid. I've told this story in Generation Iron, okay? There there used to be a kid, a little red-haired kid, you know what I'm saying? And Generation I was a little pissed off because when I got locked up, this isn't just jail stories. I want to get to something here, okay? Some of you can't understand it, but maybe you could relate it to your own life. Okay, when I used to be in a gym, this kid used to, I owned the gym. So the kid used to come up to me all the time, and I was fucking huge, And the kid would come up to me all the time, and he'd be like, yo, I want to, what, dude, what are you doing? Can you help me work out? I'd show him some stuff, And this kid would be asking me more questions all the time, was like up my ass, And he used to always tell me, I want to be like you. I want to be like you, bro. I want to be like you. I want to get so big. I want to be bigger than everybody, I want to be like you. Because I was almost 280. I was like 278, at 5'6". So, and I wasn't fat, bro. My waist was still small. So, I was humongous. And, he would say all this shit, all the time, giving me accolades. And he used to tell my girlfriend, yo, look at him. I love you. I love Greg. He's so awesome. And because I'm good to everybody, And he always told me I wanted to be like you. Anyway, fast forward. Some of you guys know the story already, but I'm going to say it anyway. So fast forward, I get in jail, and it's like fucking 12 o'clock at night or whatever it was, 1 in the morning, and they're bringing me upstairs, into, my cell was up, it's like you see in, there's a bottom tier, top tier, like that, right? So I was up on a top tier, and, son of a bitch, I'm going up there, and, I'm walking up the steps, and there's, like, cells on the side here, and I'm walking up the steps, and everything is dark. And then, there's a couple cells here and up there, down here, over there. They had lights on. And when I got up on, I'm going up the steps and I'm going over. I look over and I can see a light on in this one cell as I'm passing it. I'm about to pass it. I'm going up the steps, and because I'm on the top, and I look and I see there's a little window in each cell. There's no fucking bars, bro. It's just a door. Steel door that will close, and you have a little window like this, and I see this guy looking out like this, and it was that kid. It was that kid, and he had the most, like, devastated look on his face. It was that same kid that used to see me all the time in the gym. Now, I hadn't seen him in a while, okay? All of a sudden, I noticed he wasn't coming to the gym, but, my girlfriend had just killed her, died, you know what I'm saying, so I was a little bit, my brain was not like, where's this kid, you know what I mean? So, anyway, so I'm fucking over there. I walk up and I look at the kid, and he looks at me, and he's just, like, devastated. And he just turns his head away, you know what I mean? And I go up, and I'm in the cell. They put me in the cell. And I'm thinking, holy shit. When that cell door closes, especially the first time. Now, I've been in holding cells before, like in, regular police departments where you're in with just bars and shit like that, and then they lay out. But this is a different ballgame. So in that cell, I'm sitting there, and the fucking door closes. And now all of a sudden, the reality hits me. And the CO, you can hear CO walking away, COs walking away. And I'm in here, and I'm going, holy fuck. And the kid turns his light out, and then a couple seconds later, I see the light come back on, and I look out, I look out my window, and I can see him down there, and I can see the light, and I can see him looking up like this towards me, like this, So I started yelling, you wanted to be like me? I guess you are. I guess you're just like me. You know what I mean? I was fucking freaking out, bro. I was freaking out. I was screaming. I started fucking hitting the wall. I kicked the door so hard, my fucking foot, I almost broke my fucking foot. And I was like, I don't know what you're doing in here. I was saying, like, shit like that to him. Now you're a loser just like me. I'm a fucking loser. And I was so mad at myself. I was so angry at myself. That's why I tell you guys, don't ever say that shit, because you start believing that shit. But at that moment, I fucking believed it, and I felt it, And I remember just sitting on the edge of the bed like this, and there's nothing. I turned off the light, and I'm saying to Jalissa, this is my girl who passed away. I said, I'm in hell. Help me. I'm in hell. I'm where you were. I'm where you always told me. She kicked heroin in jail. She told me that for 4 days she laid naked on the floor, and they would just come over with a fucking hose, a fire hose, and hose her off because she diarrhea and vomit, laying in pools of her own diarrhea and vomit. And she would tell me, bro, when they would fucking hose me down, she said it would feel like 1,000 knives stabbing me. You know what I mean? And she said, kicking heroin in jail was the worst thing. Vomiting off the walls. You want to die? You pray, God, take my life, take me, please, because I can't do this. It was that bad. So, she always told me, you never want to go there. 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 And son of a bitch. So now I'm here and I'm in hell. I'm in hell. There's no God. There's no God. You feel it. You can feel it. I know some of you are saying, Jesus is everywhere. You just need to find him. Bullshit. Because those are the people who turn their back on God. That's bad. Now, some of you don't even believe in God, but whatever. Okay? I'm telling you I do. And that fucking, and I could feel the emptiness in there. I could feel the evil. Okay? I could feel it was not good. I could feel it. And I knew I was so angry with myself. I was throwing shit around. I was hitting the wall. Almost broke my hand and shit, because now I really am a loser, and that's the way I felt. So, here I am. I'm already in the media. I'm already been doing things, they putting me in the magazines and stuff like that. And and my arrest is all over television. It's on the news. They actually show me coming out because I was so big. They show me being arrested. Janine Pirro arrested me. Judge Janine, yeah, her. She arrested me because she was the district attorney. I wasn't arrested by, they did a big investigation into me. I wasn't arrested by local police. I was investigated by a task force, and I was the only one arrested. None of my friends were arrested. Nobody else was arrested. Only me. Because of a rat, somebody that I was friends with ratted on me. Now, here's the deal. I'm sitting in that jail and I'm going, oh my God, this is unfucking believable. And I said, I'm looking at all these guys, and we come out the next day. I meet them all. They're all meeting me and shit, And each guy's giving me a story, bro. I'm only here because my friend fucking ratted on me. I'm only here because of this. I'm only here because of that. I'm here, blah, 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 blah. And I'm saying, bro, I fucked up, okay? I guess somebody ratted on me, but I'm not mad at the rat. I'm mad at me. I'm mad at me for fucking up. Nobody took ownership of what they did. Nobody, okay? I was ratted on. I don't care who ratted on me. I don't even want to know, okay? I don't want to know. I didn't even give a shit. But I was the only one in there fucking sitting there going, dude, I'm fucking stupid, bro. I'm fucking stupid. I need my ass kicked. You know what I mean? I want to kick my own ass. And that's why I was up there kicking walls and punching walls, because I was pissed off, myself. But at the same time, I made a vow to me. I said, you know what? Never again. I want nothing to do with any of this shit anymore. Because you see these guys, a lot of them have been arrested a bunch of times. And this is their life. They're in and out of jail. That's the way they want to be. They're okay with that life. I'm not. I'm not okay with that life. You understand? And the fact of my kids and all that stuff. So it was that moment that I made the change. And even when they let me out, I remember fucking the CO saying to me, at first I was denied bail. Okay, they denied my bail. Then they had to have a source hearing where, where's the money going to come from to bail this fucking guy out? My bail was $250,000. Then they had to have a source hearing. And I'm lucky my father saved my ass, because my father's the one who put up the house. And ultimately, actually, my sister saved my ass. But that's another story in itself. But this is not about that. Okay, so what happened was then, as I was leaving, even the CO said to me, one of the COs said to me, you'll be back. Shit like you always comes back. These guys all come back, and all you guys know how to do. I said, dude, you don't fucking know me, bro. I'm never coming back here, because I'm done. I'm not, I learned my mistake. I'm not a guy who sticks his hand in a fire, gets it burnt, and goes, holy shit, that hurt. You know what I mean? Let me see if that'll hurt again. Do it again, and again, and again. So I would say that was my, harrowing experience. You know what I'm saying? That was my moment of, changing my life. A hero to me was what I'm saying. Because I say you have to be your own hero in life, bro. You have to take charge. Nobody can fix your life. Nobody can fix your life but you. If you don't want it fixed, I don't care if you have the greatest doctor in the world. I don't care if you have the greatest therapist, the best friend, the best brother, mother, father, whoever. It doesn't matter. The best, whatever. It doesn't matter. The best guru. Nobody can fix your life but you. There's only you can do it. Okay? Even like in bodybuilding. The best condition you can achieve is from you. It's not from some guru. He can tell you what to do, but only you got to follow. You know how many people don't listen to the guru? They still cheat and do other things. Besides, gurus are fucked up. We won't talk about that. But the thing is, only you can change your life. Nobody else can change your life. I don't give a fuck who you are. Everybody that fucks up, it's because of them. And you have to take ownership. It's the first thing in your life that you have to do. You want to change your life? You're miserable. You don't like your job? Change it. Only you could do that. Only you could do that. And that's what happened with me. I realized it's me. This is all about me. This is up to me. This is my fuck up, okay? So I gotta mop it up. I can't have somebody else mop it up, okay? I have good people in my corner, my father and my sister. Both of them, okay, help me. But they can only help you. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. All they did was they were behind me. You understand? My father put up the house, and that's how we got the money to bail me out, because the house was worth a lot more than $250,000, okay? So what I'm saying is, only you can help you. Yet, if you get the right people behind you, if you don't have people, even if you don't have people behind you, it doesn't matter. It's still, that's unfortunate, but it still comes down on your shoulders. It's time to pull your pants up, your big boy pants, and fucking do what you gotta do. Okay? And that's how I made my change. Alright? Because I made that decision. No more. I'm done beating myself up. Okay? I stopped calling myself a loser, and I said, you know what, you're going to be a hero now. You're going to be your hero. I'm going to be my own hero. Like Mariah Carey says, the hero lies in you. And that's the truth. Okay, that's the truth. The hero lies in you. Only you can make changes to change your life. Okay? And ironically, Ernesto Rodriguez, ironically, it was me who made that decision, and it was in a time of isolation. Because sometimes when you're isolated from people, and you don't hear people in your mouth, and you don't have anything else, and you're all alone, and you start sitting there, and you start going over your life, and that's what I redid. I had plenty of time to replay my life in my head. And I changed it. Do you understand? I changed it. And that's how you got to do things. You have to do that. You have to make the change. You got to be serious about it. Now, I could have put a pity party on myself, all right? And I could have stayed saying I'm a loser. It's normal to think that at first, but then you get over that shit, you know what I'm saying? I got over that, and I said, okay, what do I have to do to be a winner? What do I have to do to be the hero? And I got to make that change. That's what I said. I couldn't just, I blame anybody else or whatever. I had to blame myself. I got over the whole you're a loser shit and mad at myself. Once I got over being mad at myself, cool head prevailed. Steve Blackman always told me never make decision with emotion. And that's the truth. That's the truth. You never make a decision. Once I cooled down and I got over being mad at myself, I said, okay, now we got to make a decision. I got to take ownership of what I done. And I gotta make a decision. I gotta change it. You know what I mean? And that was my decision, to change it, and and to become the hero. Now, let me explain something to you, okay? I know it's easier said than done, and a lot of you people, you can apply that in anything, whether you're with a job or in a relationship. Even if you're in a relationship, if your relationship is doomed, and your wife doesn't love you anymore, and you don't love her, instead of getting angry, get over the anger. Let cool heads prevail, calm your brain, make a decision without emotion, and go towards the good for both of you. Okay? When you get angry, and you get emotional, or whatever, it clouds your fucking rational thinking, and it's not going to help the situation. I stopped banging my head against the wall, okay, because all that happened was I had a sore head. When I sat in that jail cell, okay, and I only did it the first night I was there, punched the fucking walls, I kicked the fucking door, you know what I mean? And seals don't give a shit. You keep doing that, the turtles are going to come in here and fuck you up, but they don't give a shit. They let you throw your little tantrum. They say, time for bed, you know what I mean? Goodbye. Have a nice life. You're locked up, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. Okay, like a hamster. It can bounce off all the walls in your fucking little glass tank, but it doesn't matter. He's not getting out. He's there. Oh, I realized, okay, I kicked the fucking doors. I kicked the walls. I punched the walls. My hands are fucking almost broken. My fucking foot is sore. And what did I accomplish? Nothing. I accomplished absolutely nothing. I'm still sitting there in fucking hell. Guess what? Now I got a fucking sore left hand, actually. I hit it with my right, but I was throwing lefts like crazy. And my foot, my right foot, sore. Okay, so he's still in hell. When the morning time came, I'm still in hell. So I'm limping down there, meeting everybody. And I realized, okay, it's time to take ownership. Because the few guys I talked to that did take ownership, all know that's how you got to do things. You know what I mean? You got to take ownership. And I'm going to tell you something. It's not easy changing a life. It's not. It's easier to not make the change and point the finger and blame everybody else for the fucked up position you're in. It's very easy to do that. That's easy to do that. It's his fault. It's his fault. He ratted. Okay, somebody ratted on you. But if you weren't doing anything wrong, and if you weren't fucking up your life, the rat had no power. You gave that rat the power. Okay, you gave it to him by doing what you were doing. You see? It's all on you. It's all on you. Nobody can change you. You can go to a priest and sit there and talk and bitch and cry, and, confess. It doesn't matter. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? It's okay to cry. It's okay to get upset. But then you get over it, and it's not okay to quit. I always tell you that. So I made that change in my life. And then good things started happening. Got the job with muscular development almost right away. You know what I mean? A lot of good shit started happening for me. Now I'm on TV and all this stuff. You never would have saw me on Jay Leno. You never would have saw me on a lot of those shows if I didn't change my life. You understand what I'm saying? All the shit I did was bringing me down. Again, and let's put this in. Okay, so maybe you're not selling drugs and guns and shit like I was. I wasn't selling guns, but I'm saying I was caught with handguns already. Let me tell you something. Maybe you weren't doing that shit. Maybe you weren't, okay? But maybe maybe your relationship is not what it is because of you. Maybe and if it's because of her, maybe it's because you're making her feel that way. Did you ever think that? I just talked to a guy recently. He's bitching and moaning about his wife, but his wife's actually a good girl. It's him. He doesn't get it, though. Well, she's acting that way because of you. That's her reaction to your actions. You got to take ownership. And if it's not because of that, then it's time to get out. What are you holding on to something for? That's killing you. You're holding on to poison. Okay? If it's your job, if you're not happy with your job, you got to move on, bro. Sometimes maybe you got to take a little less money. Okay? Remember Paul O'Neill? I called the Paul O'Neill thing. Paul O'Neill with the New York Yankees. When his contract came up, the Yankees made him an offer, and fucking another team made him a bigger offer. I think it was the Boston Red Sox, believe it or not. Made him a bigger offer, and his wife said, hey, listen, you love being a Yankee. You're comfortable. This is where you want to be. Right? You like it? You love it? We're already making enough money. Just forget the extra money. Peace of mind. Because there's no price on peace of mind. That's why these millionaires and movie stars, some of them kill themselves. Their kids are all fucked up, or because they have no peace. All the money in the world can't buy you peace of mind. Only you can buy yourself peace of mind. Okay? And that's by using reality as currency. Your reality as currency. Be real. Maybe you don't have a girlfriend. Maybe that's one of the things that's bothering you. I'm alone. I can't find no girl. Maybe it's because you're fucking weird, man. Maybe because you're fucked up. Be honest. Okay? Be honest. It's not because all girls suck. Maybe it's because you're fucking fucked up. Be honest. Change that. Change. It's time to make a change. You got that? It's time for you to step up and do what's right in your life for you. Okay? And being a man also means putting other people, taking care of the kids. If you got kids, taking care of your wife, doing the right thing by them first. Okay? That's what a man does. That's what a man does, bro. I don't give a shit about... I'm not a millionaire, bro. I'm far from it. You know what I mean? My girlfriend Googled me one time on the fucking internet and shit like that, and it said that I think it said, how much is Gregg Valentino worth? I don't know, it said like $11 million. I'm worth $11 at best. Okay, but it doesn't matter. You know what? I'm so loved. If I had a funeral tomorrow, they'd have to fucking open up all the goddamn doors. There'd be a line down the street. You know why? Because I got fucking people I'm good to, and they love me because I take care of a lot of people. That's all that matters, bro. Reality currency, the currency of my own reality is what I have. I'm rich with that because I got the love of my, my family, and my niece lives here with me. You know what I mean? My niece lives here with me. My daughter lives here with me. My girlfriend lives here with me. I got my other nieces in here all the time. You have no idea. And I take care of them. And they all know. They look to me. I'm the alpha male, baby. You know what I mean? And I'm just telling you, you have to fucking do the right thing by people. All of a sudden, good stuff starts happening for you. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked how good all of a sudden starts falling in your lap. All right? Now, listen. I'm going to end this week. I always tell you guys, listen, you got to be good to yourself, be good to your wife. You know, my spin, right? Listen, don't turn this off. Listen what I'm trying to tell you, okay? But you have to take ownership of things. And if you're really not happy with your life, only you can change that. I don't care. It's not money. I know what you're saying. Yeah, well, money had helped me a lot. Yeah, money's temporary, okay? It's just like money can't buy you love. It could buy you temporary companionship, but it's not going to buy you love. They don't love you. You can go out and get a whore. That doesn't mean she's going to love you. It means for the hour you're laying with her, you're the man. Then after that, when she leaves, you're back to by yourself again. It's like junk food. It's temporary. You understand? You're not gonna, you get that delicious brownie in my mouth tastes so good. Oh, it's like heaven. Now, what it does to you though inside is kills you. Listen to me. You have to own what you are, and you have to look in the mirror and find that man. Be realistic and make the changes. Make those changes. Again, I'm hitting walls. I'm kicking fucking doors and kicking a wall in a concrete fucking building like an asshole over something I did. I put myself there. The rat didn't put me there. I gave the rat the cheese that he ate to put me there. Do you understand that? I gave the rat the cheese that he ate to put me there. It's not his fault. It's my fault. Own up to your shit. You'll feel a lot better about yourself, too. Once you purge that. It's almost like a bad stomach ache. You finally barf. It's like, whew, I feel better now. I got that out of me. Okay? So, take ownership. If you're not happy in your life, make those changes. Make the changes. You make the changes. Start today. Start today. Go for a long drive by yourself. Like Ernesto said. Okay? By yourself. Go for a long drive. Have a talk with yourself. Be real. Talk to yourself. Don't call yourself a loser. Tell yourself we need to make a change. We need to be the hero now. Because you're the hero of your story. And one day when they write your story, if they were to write your story, you're going to be the hero. That's the way it's got to be. Nobody else can do anything for you but you. Okay? Alright, listen, I'm sorry. I know I went off on a rant, but I thought this was a very good thing Ernesto asked me, and I think maybe if I can help one of you guys, I don't give a shit. You don't give a shit about me talking about bodybuilding and this and that. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? I got the old school bodybuilding. We're talking about real issues here. If it bothers some of you guys, then don't watch the show. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to help you. I give a shit. Sorry. I care. Make the change. Be good to yourself. Be good to you. Okay? Well, be realistic and be honest. Reality is your currency, your own reality. Talk real to yourself. Be real. When you get yourself alone in that car, talk to yourself for real. Okay? Don't sugarcoat nothing. If you got fucking people doing shit to you, it's not their fault, it's you. Especially if you allow somebody to take more of you than you want to give. Even if it's a family member or a girlfriend or wife or something, that's your fault. You allowed that. Don't be mad at them. Be mad at you. I'm not mad at the rat. I'm mad at me for giving that rat the cheese that he ate. You got that? You got that? Alright. I hope I got the truth to you. You apply what I told you to you your problems in your life. The only way to make your life better is by you grabbing your fucking gagoots here and you fucking say, it's time for change, and I'm going to make that change for me. Okay? And that'll make you a better husband, make you a better father. But you always put them first, though. Always. You always put them first. Okay? My father did that for me. My mother did, my mother did that for me. My sister put me first. You know, she risked a lot for me. You know what I mean? And you know what? I didn't let him down. I succeeded. All they could do is you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. The horse has got to drink on his own. You got to drink. Kabish? Alright. That's enough. Be good to yourself. Be excellent to yourself. But use reality, your own reality, as currency. Be good to your girl, be good to your wife, be good to your significant other. You know what I mean? Whatever your spin is. Stop worrying about what other people think. Okay? Pay your child support. It's the most important thing. Again, it doesn't matter what she does with the money. It matters that you paid it and you're the hero. Do the right thing in life, all of a sudden good shit just starts happening for you. It's really true. Okay? And I'm not saying it's God. I'm not saying it's any of that. I'm just saying do the right thing and shit happens. Good stuff happens. And if you're sitting there going, I do the right thing and I never get to break it. There you go. It's a poor me shit, you know. It's not working. Don't do that. Somewhere along the line, it's you. But I guarantee if I was there, I'd point out, really? It's this, and this. So, come on. All right. I see you guys next week. Put your comments here, bro. Tell me what you want to talk about. All right? Tell me what you want to know. You want more stories? I give you a million stories. I give you bullshit here, you know. It's nothing. I could tell you a gazillion things, you know. Even jail shit. But listen. I want you guys to be happy. And I want to help. I don't give a shit. This videos mean shit to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? It means to help you is why I do it. You know, I'm not getting fucking paid. I'm getting paid. You have no idea. And this is not my channel. So if it doesn't get a million hits, it's not like I'm getting all this money. If it goes viral, I'm not getting one fucking penny for that. Gabish? All right. I'll see you next week. Make the change, okay? And stop fucking around. Oh, by the way, make that change. Michael Jackson, the man in the mirror. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. It's time to make that change. What? Right? No matter how you look at it. The hero lies in you. Mariah Carey, you want to start singing songs for you? Stop fucking around. I'll see you next week.
At Titan Medical Center, we are here to make you feel better, look better, and perform better. We're here to get you to your optimal levels in the most natural way possible. We are a boutique-style clinic without the boutique-style costs. All medications are monitored and prescribed by a physician. Let us help you get the results you've been wanting. Come to Titan Medical Center for the most cutting-edge therapies and the most current information on how to take the most natural approach to your health.